How does how does the lighting look? I'm kind of experimenting with it. The lighting and the camera angle, the whole 9 yards. Hey guys, this is AJ Unlimited here to bring you another video. So this one is going to be similar to my last two videos, just a list. Today's list is going to be my top 5 biggest pet peeves. Pretty much basically listed the things that make me most angry when I'm at work. So number 5, I listed when people comment on physical flaws such as your weight or like your diet or something of the sort that involves like a physical thing that people notice that you are aware of, that you don't like that to be mentioned because you're already aware of it and you're trying not to think about that, or else it kills your entire mood. I've always struggled with weight and my diet, and often, not necessarily at work, but at home when I'm around my family, they'll comment on my giant beer belly, and it really hurts, especially when it comes from one of the kids, because they're brutally honest and they love to just push buttons. And that is one of the things I hate the most about myself, is my physical appearance, my weight, my beer belly. Or like, if let's say I'm on a diet, I announce that I'm on a diet, and then like let's say I cheat on my diet a little bit, and then somebody comes up to me and goes, "Aren't you on a diet?" It's like, stay in your lane, will you? Like, shut up. Or it could be like a bad hair day. Like, oh, would you just roll out of bed and come to work? It's like, yeah, I did. So what? Like, I'm here. Things like that. That's like you're very aware of, you're very self conscious about, and people mention it. Because, like, honestly, half the time, it's like there's always that little glimmer of hope that maybe nobody does notice, or they just don't care, or they're just not paying attention to you. They're just paying attention to their own flaws. Don't judge me on my guilty habits or pleasures or my physical appearance in any way, because there's probably something I could point out that you're doing that would make you feel self-conscious. So watch it. Number 4, this one's kind of uh, out there, but it's something that really, really bothers me, is when like somebody is like absent, or like they're not responding, especially like text messages. I was talking to a certain individual over text message for a little while, and what had happened was I would check up on this person, or I would text them, just sometime throughout the day, like, "Hey, what's up? How's it going?" And they would like literally wait a full 24 hours before responding to me. I don't get butthurt about it. It's more of like the sheer disrespect. Like, don't ghost me. I hate being ghosted. Do not make me wait more than a few hours, because everybody knows, especially these days, people right around my age, we're always on our phones. We're checking our phones every hour, if not more often. So don't you dare try to tell me that you don't have time, or you just haven't checked your phone, because that's not true. Everybody checks their phone, even myself. I try not to when I'm at work, but sometimes it just happens because I'm human and I want to check my phone. So, when I would text this person and they wouldn't get back to me, I'm not talking like right away, but like at least within the hour or within a few hours, because I get it. People have jobs, people have other relationships. You're not the center of their world or their attention. So I get that. But if it goes more than, like, I don't know, 5, 6 hours, and I'm just sitting there waiting, and then the response, when they do respond, is something just half-hearted, that makes me very, very mad. Or if I tag somebody, and this is kind of stupid, but if I tag somebody in something on Facebook and they don't like acknowledge it in any way, like, at least hit the like button. At least, like, come on, I would do it for you. Like, even if I don't agree with it, even if I don't like it, even if I'm offended by it, I'm still gonna like it. Just as like, oh, thanks for thinking, you thought of me today. This thing made you think of me. It reminded you of me. That's a very nice gesture. I appreciate that. Just overall, like, people's absence, or like not responding right away, ghosting you, leaving you hanging in any way, shape, or form, or just not giving you the amount of like attention or respect that you're giving them. Number 3, I put just like messy or dirty, or having body odor, or like smelling bad. A very, very good example of this would be, there was a older gentleman that I used to work with, who let's just say he was just dirty, very dirty. He would always eat leftover food, which is fine. I do it all the time, but like he would be very sloppy about it. Like, he would double dip, like he would dip his fingers in like some sort of sauce and like double dip, and and then like there'd be food all over his face all the time, and he never like wiped it off, which was disgusting. I wanted to gag every time I looked at him. And he like had stuff on his shirt all the time, or like or when it came to the job itself, like there'd be certain tasks that wouldn't be done right. That like this is not a difficult thing to get right, but this man like he didn't even try to do better. When we would point it out, when we would talk to him about it, try to confront him and get him to, you know, put a little bit more pep in his step, if you know what I'm saying. He just completely, it was like talking to a brick wall. He didn't even give like one little extra ounce of effort to be neater or tidier. And I'm the type of person, I like my living environment and my work environment to be very just clean, tidy, organized, look good, smell good. And that's the other thing. Like people who smell bad. If you're not wearing deodorant, if you just have BO, or like you're just not washing your clothes, or you smell like a butthole. Having good hygiene is really not that difficult. You just got to commit to it. And being just clean or neat in general. Just don't leave a mess, try just a little bit extra harder every once in a while to be cleaner. And don't like, if you look like or smell like you just crawled out of a dumpster, like stay away from me, literally. Number 2, I listed when people talk too much. This one gets on my nerves on a level that makes me like, I want to, if you are talking my ear off, like if you're just generally speaking, if you're in a conversation and you're talking more than the person you're talking to, you're probably talking too much. I've come to notice that people tend to talk in paragraphs. Like you'll ask them a question and it could be answered in 1 to 2 sentences, maximum. But they like go on and on and on and on and on about it, and they like it turns into a therapy session. They just start talking about their entire life and like this and that and the other, and it's like I don't care. Like I just want to hear this one simple thing answered, or just blabbermouths, like people who just talk and talk and talk and talk. I came up with a thing that I try to live by. It's like a rule of life, if you will. The less words you speak, the better. If somebody asks you a question, just simple yes or no responses is all that you need. Or just, a few words here and there, or just, whatever. Nobody wants to hear anybody talk more than they absolutely is necessary. I have my number 1 biggest pet peeve of all time. It's just so petty and unnecessary and just totally intolerable in my opinion, is bullies. When people bully others or disrespect others for no reason, just to make themselves feel like inferior. Is that the word I'm trying to say? Like make themselves feel better than bigger or better than this person that they're talking to. And man, boy oh boy, did I receive a lot of bullying throughout my life, especially in grade school and junior high. High school wasn't as bad, but in junior high it was definitely pretty bad. And then I'm the youngest of 6, and not to make myself look like a victim or try to draw sympathy, but yeah, I was the butt of a lot of jokes and a lot of verbal abuse and stuff like that. So I try to be really careful about this when it comes to like younger people that I work with who are in their like early 20s maybe. I try to be really careful about like not being disrespectful. Like don't be disrespectful, like just be kind to everybody. And that's something I've learned over the years, and I will take that to my grave. And if I do see you bullying somebody, I will say something. I'm not afraid to step up anymore and say, to tell someone to basically F off. If you treat somebody badly just because you feel like you're better than them, or you're whatever, like smarter, more powerful than them, then you're a dick. So feel free to comment down below and stuff about, your own pet peeves or whatever, or any, just, if you want to touch on any of these, what I have listed, or, like I said, you can always reach out to me in any way, shape, or form via email or Instagram or Twitter or whatever. So that's it. So thank you guys once again very much for watching this. I do hope you enjoyed it. If you liked it, you know what to do. Please like, subscribe, comment, all the that good stuff. And as always, I will see you next time. Yeah, God bless.